let's just go back to the way beginning. Ashley started sourdough, and she kind of got a little over her head and had dough coming out of her ears, and she called me one day and said, Allie, you need to take some of this sourdough off my hands for me. And I was like, okay. I had no idea what I was doing. So she walked me through the process, and the next thing you know, we started baking stuff and we were trying new things. And I just came to her one day and I was like, Ashley, we need to start selling our bread. And so I came across the idea of other people doing self-serve farm stands. And we just been kind of figuring it out as we go along, but we've gotten such great feedback from the community. It's been
awesome.
Amazing, yeah.
I think that we originally started just baking for our families, but realizing like sourdough was taking over our life because we had so much of it coming out of our ears, like she said, that like you just try new recipes, and like when you're not getting rid of it fast enough because you're baking every single day, you have no choice but to like, who wants sourdough? So it just kind of started selling it.
Our big thing actually is to be as self-sustaining as possible. So a lot of the time, like during the summer, like she'll make salsa and I'll make cabbage salad, and everything is out of our garden. And so one year I told my husband, I said, I want chickens. And because he loves me, he goes, okay, fine. So we go out, we get chickens. We had the girls now for about 5 years. And then I stumbled upon a guy who had a duck farm, and he had a duck that was really lame, and the other ducks were kind of beating up on him. So we rescued him. And then we got him a companion, and they had their first round of ducklings, and so we sold the ducklings and we use the eggs, and it's a circle of life. We use like their droppings to fertilize the gardens.
We actually get them for our garden as well.
Yeah.
So
and it makes a huge difference, you know, in the vegetables itself. So she has a beautiful garden. You know, I'm working on our garden, and it all just kind of comes full circle.
So that homestead life, like just taking like what you can do, even if you live like in a community like this, people always think like homestead means a big farm or lots of property, but just trying to show them that like you can do this if you have a couple chickens in a neighborhood like this, or if you just try to do your own garden.
We just want to really show people that it's possible. You know, like her and I, we have crazy busy lives. We each got 3 kids, they're in sports, they're doing all this, but we feed and nourish our families and our friends with the things that we have in our house and like in our backyard and everything, and it's wonderful. And so we just try to spread awareness to everybody else too.
So right now, obviously we're just starting up, so like getting the bread and some of our baked goods, like our specialty things. So like the main things that we want to get out here first is just sourdough. Sourdough is so good for you. It's like fermented bread. It's just better for you, the way your digestive tract works, getting it through you and everything else. So whether that be like through muffins, putting the discard in the muffins, or doing bread, and then like weekly recipes where we just try something new, whether it be like cookies or naan bread, and then really incorporating like her eggs. And then she also has a business where she does like blankets and everything else, and a craft thing, which is kind of nice too, because then she like sews and stuff too. So just kind of incorporating all that stuff that you can do in your house homesteading here. So
I mean, I'm just happy to do it with you. I mean, we open once a week, and you know, like she said, we get our kids involved, and I know my oldest loves to bake bread with me, and I know that her kids, you know, make stuff with her, and it's just cool to pass that down, you know, to your kids, because honestly, I think some of this is a dying trade. I don't think a lot of people are making bread and, you know, getting their hands dirty and doing all that stuff. So it's just kind of a blessing, and it's nice to give back to the community also. It's kind of your one-stop shop, really. You want to come for bread and then leave with a candle.
And maybe a dozen eggs.
Maybe a dozen eggs too. Yeah, so it's fun. It's good.
Yeah.